So here's a quick review on the Royal Enfield Interceptor 650. It's run 30,000 kilometers now. After about 3,000 kilometers it stopped. So I took it to the dealer and he found a relay. Didn't work anymore and they changed it. That's it. After that it's been running without compromise. I rode summer and winter here in Switzerland. No problems, always started. For me, because I hadn't ridden a motorbike for a couple of years, it was really good to get back into riding because it has a good amount of power, but not too much. In the beginning I really liked it. Basically learn to ride without killing myself. Then after a while I started to feel that the seat is too spongy for me. So what I did, I sewed a cover for it. I put 1 centimeter of extra padding inside and I just put it on the original one, and now it's much more comfortable, but it's also a little bit higher to sit on. The tires that were on originally, that's a little bit of a downside with this bike because there are not many tires available in these sizes, so you're kind of limited to buying what you get. Because I drove a lot of kilometers, I got the Heidenau K60 Scout. It works perfectly. Definitely not a racing tire, but also the whole bike is not really a racing bike. Already made it all the way down to the muffler and also the foot pegs and the brake even. And here you can see I've scratched the muffler when I'm leaning it too far into the turn, because it's not a very high bike and there are scary moments. So I like these tires actually because they make the bike a little higher. At the same time I put on some suspension from YSS. These are fully adjustable, and also these make the bike a little higher. Now less scratching and less scary moments. The handlebar is okay, the original one, but I put on a little wider one. I think this is from a Triumph. I bought it from someone used. It looks pretty identical, but it's a little higher and a little wider. And I just like it more this way because I feel like I'm sitting pretty close up to the tank and I have to lean over the tank, or there would also be extensions, but I solved it this way. Put some adjustable brakes on and I also cut them off because I like only 2-finger brake. And on the front also I put in the YSS spring and everything, and fresh oil after about 15,000 kilometers. Which is also good. Sometimes change the oil in the forks. And the beauty about this bike is you can do everything on your own if you have some skills and some wrenches. That's really an easy bike to work on because it's all very easy accessible. Then I got a USB port, just plug it in, plug inside the light, really easy. This stuff I ordered with Hitchcock in England. They send very quickly, everything will always work perfect. There's also descriptions to everything that you order. Inside I also put a booster plug. I feel like the bike is running a little better with the booster plug. It gives a little more punch. Now after 25,000 kilometers I put on a new chain and the rear sprocket. The front I put on 1 teeth smaller, and that also gives it a little more punch, which I like because it's a very calm bike anyway, and it's nice when it accelerates a little faster. On the highway I don't really notice a difference. It might take a little bit more gasoline now, but it's really mini. Yeah, here I have this handle on because riding a lot with this bike, it's like with every bike that doesn't have a tempomat, my hand after a while it starts aching, but that's normal. I put heated grips on. This speedometer used to fog up, which is a very common problem with the Royal Enfield. After 7,000 kilometers, the dealer put a new one on warranty, and since then I don't think has been a problem. And brakes, They have been changed. This part, you can see it used to say Vibre, and now it doesn't say anything anymore. So that's when you can see that they've been changed. These should be better. The other were supposed to block. They didn't on my bike, but still they changed it for me. So that was nice. After about 20,000 kilometers, I got new. This one here, don't know its name. Yeah, besides that, the light on this bike, you can say, is very traditional. It's not very good. It works, but it's, you know, it's like not comparable to the new LEDs. Then here I put in these spacers to get the fender up a little higher, especially with these tires. I think it would work without, but I also like the look of it a little more. If you look at these tires, they go down a little bit uneven, and they are a little loud too, and they also give some vibration. Perhaps from another brand, something more slick on the front. Who is this bike for? Definitely good for beginner, people who are not very tall. It rides easy. The gearbox is very soft, the throttle response, everything very nice bike in total. I also changed the clutch cable some time ago because it was starting to get a little bit harder. Now it works really nice again. It's really easy. I can clutch with one finger. And now I'm going to, because I have a couple of other bikes now with more horsepower, more agile, and I also do a lot of long distance, so I like to have a windshield on one of the bikes and a little bit more electronics for the long rides. And if I would only be commuting into a city, then I would also keep it, because it does the job. It's fast enough, it's strong enough, it's nice. Yeah, that's about it. Ride safe. Bye bye.